So today we're doing something just a little bit different, and just, right off the top, I want to say that I have no affiliation whatsoever with Retrobit or Castlemania games or limited run games. I'm purely doing this video because I thought it would be cool. Every time a company like Strictly Limited or Retrobit or anybody else that does this sort of thing re-releases an old video game, on the old format, like on a cartridge, my ears always kind of perk up and I think, oh, maybe, is that something that I might want? But, more often than not, it's something I already have, like I didn't ever pick up the Toa Plan collection because I already had, 3 of the 4 games, just as an example. Or I think it was Retrobit that just re-released Gyrus, but, I already have Gyrus. But Retrobit just announced, I want to say it was yesterday, that they are going to do a re-release of the Genesis and, well, not Genesis, actually, Mega Drive only shooter, Gley Lancer. Its full title, I think, is Advanced Buster Hawk Gley Lancer. And I thought that sounded pretty cool. I mean, you know me, I love shooters, but I've actually never played Gley Lancer. Like, even to right now, I've never played the game, because I think I'm generally just more focused on PC Engine shooters for, really absolutely no good reason. And so when I saw that, I was thinking, well, I'm going to look into that and see if I want to buy the game. But then I figured, well, maybe some of you guys are in the same boat. And so I figured we could just check it out together. Sorry, I keep messing with this because I feel like it's like popping out of my ear. But I wrote down a few things just to mention about the game real quick. Like I said, I already mentioned, everybody calls it Gley Lancer. It says Gley Lancer on the title screen, but technically the full name is Advanced Buster Hawk Gley Lancer. And that's an NCS/Messiah game. So NCS is like the parent company. So oftentimes you'll see a game where it'll say that, the developer was NCS and then it was published by Messiah. But that's literally just because Messiah was sort of like the label under which NCS distributed their games. So it's the same company. And just a few other examples on the Genesis and Mega Drive of NCS/Messiah releases. This is not a comprehensive list, but they did what we got here as Wings of War, which is a cool shooter. I don't know. I don't think anybody knows how to pronounce the original game, the game under its original name. I called it Gynoog one time and, got lit up in the comments section. I saw somebody else on YouTube pronounce it as like G-Noog or G-Nooge. I don't really know. Whatever it is, it's a cool game, and thankfully we call it Wings of War here. They also did the Genesis and Mega Drive port of Hellfire. Hellfire, of course, is a Toa Plan shooter in the arcade, but it was NCS that did the port of the game to Sega's hardware. And then the other 2 I have here are just War Song, which I've never played. War Song is what we got here as, I think it's called Langrisser. And then the last one was Target Earth, which I think I actually talked about Target Earth on the Sega Genesis in 1990 video. But today we're talking about Gley Lancer. And one other thing, I didn't know this either until I was reading about it today, is that this is actually the second time that the game has been like reprinted for Mega Drive hardware. It actually got reprinted about 3 years ago in 2019 by some company called Columbus Circle. Like I said, I didn't know that until now. I think when the game came out originally, it was like $60. You can still get that version of the game from like Play Asia, but now it's like $86. So that version does come with a soundtrack, so that would be cool. But that's just the original version of the game, so all the cutscenes are going to still be in Japanese. And I saw somebody online kind of mentioning that the PCB in that cartridge seemed a little bit too thick and that it wasn't beveled, so it's probably not really good for your cartridge slot. But just to throw that out there, it's an option. You can also get that version, and that version is also like, it's a legit licensed version of the game. So, but Retrobit has just announced, as I said, that they're going to be selling a reprint of the game. I don't know what today's date is. It's the day before Thanksgiving, so I don't know. It's right here. It's the 23rd. Today's the 23rd of November, and from what I saw, they're going to keep pre-orders open on the game until the 27th of December. So you have a little over a month. And, like I said, at the beginning when I said I'm not affiliated, here in North America, the two places to get the game are either Castlemania games or limited run games. So, and then I think if you live in other parts of the world, there are other places to get it. But if you go to Retrobit's announcement page for the game, it'll say where, and I'll put a link to that down in the video description. Anything else I want to say? Okay, yeah. The Retrobit version of the game is $54.99. I don't remember what the price was in euros. It seemed like it was a lot more. I was surprised. But here in North America, it's $55, which is a pretty good deal if you go look at how much it's going to cost you to get an original copy of the game. But I don't really know what this means. It says on the webpage, officially translated to English, which I don't know what. I guess that means they had somebody on, in-house, maybe over at NCS or something, translate the game. I'm not really sure. There's been a fan translation for the game floating around for a pretty long time that was done by a legendary game translator by the name of MyJet. And that's the version that we're going to play, just so that we can understand what's going on in the cutscenes. But just full disclosure, like I don't have, some advanced copy of the ROM. We're just playing MyJet's fan translation. And they mention on the product page, and I only mention this because, I bought, I might make a separate video about that, but I bought the re-release of Mega Turrican for Genesis and Mega Drive, and that was from Strictly Limited, so that's a different company. But it didn't even really come with a manual. It came with a folded up piece of paper that was pretty disappointing. But Retrobit makes a point of saying that it comes with a full color manual that apparently they were able to recreate or whatever with the help of the Video Game History Foundation. So, and there's like a couple of shots of the manual if you go to that page, so you can kind of see what it looks like. But I guess because of that, if you buy the game from Retrobit through these other distributors, a little bit of the profits goes back to the Video Game History Foundation. So I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, so I got to change the input on my monitor here. And so we're going to check out the game. And, like I already said, I have never played this game. So I watched part of the intro cutscene just to make sure that, the translation was showing up and everything else. But I haven't played the game. I haven't watched any gameplay footage of the game. I really don't know anything about the game because I kind of wanted it to be like, if you're watching this video because you're also thinking like, ooh, should I get that game? Like you and I are in the same spot right now because like I said, I don't know anything about it. So, all right, so here we go. I'm loading it up. I'm just playing it on my Mister, but like I said, this is the MyJet fan translation, and we are going to watch the entire intro. So if you don't like that, you can skip ahead. You can see kind of the normal trope, Earth is being invaded by aliens, I guess. Or, as you'll see, actually not really being invaded quite yet, but being attacked, I would say. So this is like the first space navy of the Earth, and this guy's talking about how they're taking all this damage. So I guess they kind of are being invaded. But, yeah. Pretty cool music. You can see it's got, that the anime or anime animation style, or illustration style, which you would expect. All right, so you see that big ship like disappears, and I get the impression here that that's like the flagship of the Navy, and he's saying there was no warp reaction, like they didn't leave of their own choosing, but that the alien force basically has some kind of technology where they were able to steal the flagship of the Navy there, of the First Navy. And as you'll see right here, so this is the main character. This is going to be who you play as. I always appreciate games like this where they kind of take the usual trope of like guy rescuing his girlfriend and kind of flip it around a little bit. So, Admiral Cabrock or whatever was like, the guy on the flagship. And so basically the aliens, kidnap this guy, and then she's his daughter. So it's like, instead of some dude going to rescue his girlfriend, you're playing as this girl who is going to go try to rescue her dad. So I think that's pretty cool. And he's explaining to her, we don't have the firepower to go try to rescue him yet, but we're hurriedly completing a new fighter. And, if we can get this fighter made, it's going to help us win the war. And then she's arguing that, like, well, that doesn't help me, like, right now. And he's basically telling her to suck it up. So, and then now she's back in her cabin or whatever on the ship, looking at a picture of her dad, who's, he's quite the unit, the dad there. And then she's going to complain to her bunkmate or whatever, what happened. So, but then watch this. See, her bunkmate is gonna clue her in to an important piece of information. So see, now she tells her roommate, well, they got this new fighter that they're working on, but that doesn't help me right now. And then see, the roommate's like, well, if we're talking about the same machine, I overheard the commander talking about it. And as she's going to say in a second, there's a prototype of that ship, on the ship that we're on, and I'll help you go steal it, basically. So kind of stealing a plot point from Star Trek 3, I would say. Captain Kirk had to steal the Enterprise to go, get Spock's body, and this Ensign Cabrock chick is going to steal the experimental fighter to go save her father. So, and now she's on the radio, and he's telling her, like, no, don't go do that. And someone else is saying the hatch is opening, and blah blah blah. And I will definitely return home alive. Well, not if I'm the one playing the game. You're probably not going to return alive, but I'll do my best. Overall, I think very cool intro cinematic. And, I would say it's a shame this game didn't come out here, but I just feel like, in the early 90s, there was a lot of shooters that didn't come out here on the Genesis and on TurboGrafx, because I don't think people here really appreciated them enough. All right, so here we go. Gley Lancer title screen. And here, I don't want any kind of spoilers as far as gameplay goes, so we're just going to go ahead and hit start. I'm going to check out the options screen just because, I don't know anything about this game. We can change the shot from manual to auto. I'm going to put it on auto just because I don't want me constantly tapping the button. I don't want that noise getting into the microphone any more than it has to. So the control, A is speed change, good to know. B is fire. C is gunner control. I don't know what that means, but we're going to find out. So, so let's go. Oh, wait, did I not change it to... No, auto I said. Okay, there we go. All right, let's hit it. Oh, it tells you. All right. Oh, I see. Get that. Reverse. I'm kind of used to that. Like if you play Image Fight, then it's reversed like that. Aim at enemies only does not necessarily move as much as you like. So I didn't know I was going to have all these options to choose from, but that's really cool. I don't know. I'm just going to go. I don't want to spend all day looking at this. Let's just go with multi. How can that not be good? Oh, auto means you don't have to push at all. Oh, I don't like that. Sorry, I'm gonna reload the game real fast. I thought auto just meant it was going to be like auto turbo, but auto means that you don't even have to push the button at all. I don't understand why, when I see that in games, that just seems very strange to me. So, all right, start again. See, this is what happens. Like I said, I've never played the game before. So, but see, that only took a minute. And then it said we can change our speed. I already don't like that level of speed. That's too much, though. 2 bars, I think, should be good. Look at all that parallax scrolling. Who wants to count how many layers of parallax scrolling that is? All right. Some cool graphics on those enemies. Music still sounds good. Did I already say that? I don't remember. Oh, I don't like that. I don't know. I'm kind of not a huge fan of the fact that I wish the options couldn't move around. I feel like I would like that better. But, well, what happens if I press nothing? I don't know. Like, I don't see anything happening when I press the C button. That, what is that? That's like a partially eclipsed planet in the background. That looks pretty neat. Yeah, see, I like this weapon, I think. But I just, like I said, I wish it didn't move around. That's not adding any value. Because it only moves around if you go back and forth, which I don't like. Oh, I got killed. Like when you move up and down, it doesn't go up and down. Like if you play Image Fight, it moves in all directions. I like that better. But that's okay. But if I get game over, well, I'm going to get game over. We can try something different. I didn't even see what killed me. There's a lot going on the screen. There's a lot to unpack here. Oh yeah, see. Oh, because I didn't move my speed back up. It doesn't save your speed setting. Oh, come on. That was cheap. This is what happens, the first time you ever play a game. I'm going to try speed of 3. See, it just feels a little bit too fast. See, like if I want to try to get this guy, I can't, because you can't. You got to go like that. I don't know. That's weird. Uh-oh. Music is stopping. We had a boss fight coming up or something. My goodness. All right. I mean, overall, I would say I like it so far. I just, like I said, I wish I'd picked a different sort of secondary weapon kind of thing here. And am I even shooting this guy in a way that, oh yeah, his arms are disappearing. That's grim. All right, that was pretty easy. And again, really cool pixel artwork there on the boss. And again, I know I've already said it like twice, but really good music. Remember, this is a Genesis game, which, the music can be real hit or miss. Again, there's some pretty awesome parallax scrolling going on with the ocean there. Oh, okay. So if you hold down, so I'm holding down the C button. So I'm holding down the B button and the C button, because one is fire. If you hold down the C button, it's like strafing, because now if I move forward, oh, damn it, my weapons don't flop around. So that's nice, I guess. You just got to kind of roll your thumb over there. Yeah, see, I just like this one the best. I mean, it seems like it does a lot of damage. That laser one, you'd think a laser would be cool, but I don't feel like it was doing that much damage. Yeah, see, I think you have to kind of get good at knowing when to hold down the C button to kind of get that strafe going on. So I didn't realize that that's what that meant. When it said, like, select gunner, I forgot exactly what it described. The C button is doing it. I didn't understand what it was getting at, but now I get it. I don't even know what that is, but I'm not going to pick it up. I'm happy with my current weapons configuration. Yeah, and see, those guys can only shoot behind them. So you kind of don't want to get behind them. Oh, did you hear that voiceover there? It said a huge enemy stands in your way. That's pretty cool. All right, here it comes. Wow, that was really way too easy for a boss battle. But I'm glad to see that we're getting into a little bit of a groove here, because I mean, I'd say my performance in the first level was a little bit embarrassing, but I didn't really totally understand what I was doing, so. All right, I mean, the graphics in this level, I feel like after all that cool parallax scrolling we just saw in the first two levels, this one's a little bit less cool, but that's okay. Kind of has like a little bit of a Gradius feel to it. I don't know what those are, and I don't want to take the risk of picking up a weapon I don't like. So it's cool that you can shoot a lot of the enemy's projectiles, because that gives you a little bit of extra defensive power. Cool music again. Yeah, so you can't shoot the normal bullets, which makes sense. But so it's nice that you can shoot these. Then you can also kind of use your side pods like shields. I don't know what happens if I let one of these rocks hit me after it's already kind of exploded, but I don't want to find out. I think that's the one I already have. Oh, I hit the thing sticking out of the wall. Dang it. How many lives does this game give you? I still have one after this? Oh yeah, see, that was the one I already had. Oh, how am I supposed to get through there? All right, boss battle again. He's throwing things at us, but we can... Is this more of like just going to be a bunch of individual... Oh, are you kidding me? All right, last life. Although, I mean, we're going to continue. Although I wonder, once I continue, I wonder if it's going to give me the option of changing my... Oh, I hit the wall. You have to, like, sneak through there because I don't have the lower side pod. What is this? I don't want to put in my name. I don't even know how to do this. I always feel funny putting in my name when it's like I didn't even do that good. But I don't know if this means that it's not going to let us continue. Kind of seems... Oh, yeah, okay. Continue. Good. Move or change, yeah. Oh, see, that's... Okay, got it. All right, that's what we want. Or search. What's... That almost seems like cheating. Okay, the gunner will face the direction of your movement. And we got shadow, follows your finder. This is only where it can be used to attack remotely. The direction is limited to forward. Roll. Wow, look at that. All right, we know we don't like multi because that sucked. All right, let's just try normal. Yeah, see, then it just goes in the direction that you're facing. Oh, I don't like that weapon at all. I feel like I should have done reverse. I just figured I would just try sort of the default option, you know. I also think that a speed of 3 is maybe a little bit too much in this cavern. Well, hopefully I can get my preferred weapon back. Oh, this one has... This is like bouncy balls. Reverse is definitely better. It's too bad that... It's too bad you can't change it once you're playing the game. Yeah. See, when it's reverse, if you're backing up, then you're shooting, you know, in the direction you're backing away from, which makes more sense, you know, because you're shooting, you're backing away from a threat and then shooting at the threat. But also, I don't like this little weapon right here. Like this, that thing is useless. That is, but I'll take it. Oh, I don't... That's like a... It seems like a flamethrower, which I don't know. Will it have more power, but just I mean, the range clearly is limited, but... Nah. Did I at least make it to a checkpoint? I think so. See, without the side pods, you can't really get down there and shoot these guys. Make it to the top? Yeah. All right. Oh, I had him too. All right, game over. Good. Can change our mover thing or whatever. I don't want to do this. Yes. All right, so we're going to do just that reverse. I feel good about that. This feels better already. I'd rather have a different weapon than the bouncy balls, but they'll do for now. He said, watch where you're going. Do we want that? I'll take it. Okay, I got my weapon of preference back. What happened? Lame. Oh, well, at least that happened right... Oh, are you kidding me? It happened right next to the checkpoint anyway. Oh, I forgot to change my speed, that's why. The problem is you have to get right next to the cave wall to take those guys out. But then if you get too close to the cave wall, then you're taking yourself out. All right. So like I said, I don't know if this... Is there a boss coming and you just have to fight these other things first? I don't know. All right, yeah, that was like the pre-boss. Oh, wow, look at that. I don't know, you know, for what these bosses have in cool pixel art, I have to say their attack patterns are just really unimaginative. All right, now it's gonna. All right. Now we got little thingies coming at us, tadpole-looking things. That's at least something. I mean, that was kind of cool, but still too easy, I thought. Like, I feel like that level was more difficult than the boss battle was. I have no idea, by the way, how many stages this is. Oh, here we go. Cutscene. Oh, wow, she's like picking up a distress signal from her dad. Uh-oh. Well, it's go time. I feel like that's never good when a game like offers you a smorgasbord of weapons at the beginning like that. Like, to me, that means like stuff's about to go down. Like, here, you're gonna need these. What? No. I don't care for that at all. So I forgot what that was. I figured I would try it out. This is like a slower version of like Gradius's speed tunnels. Sorry, I just gotta concentrate. Ooh, got a 1-up. See that? Might need that. That's that fire. I knew I wasn't going to make it through there. I'm going to stick with what I got, I think. Oh, why would I want to go through there? I was supposed to get through there, but it's still, I mean, it's interesting as a, you know, a different section to have, I guess, in a shooter. So I'm kind of not in love with the section, but I appreciate that it adds some variety to the game, I would say. I don't want that thing, so. Damn it. So my camera cut out there at the end because the memory card got full because I forgot to check it first. So I'll just, you know, restate what I was going to say, which is that I thought that game was a lot of fun. I was really impressed with it. I can't believe I've never played it before. I knew it just, you know, by name only, but for some reason I'd never played it before. And I only say that's bizarre because I've spent so much time exploring the PC Engine's shooter library that, you know, apparently I'm not paying enough attention to the Genesis and Mega Drive. So I'm definitely going to pre-order that game. You know, for some people, you know, if you're really into having original copies of games, which I would say that for the most part I am, then, you know, that's a valid point of view as well. And if you're somebody who's happy just playing ROMs, that's also a valid point of view. Because I could see somebody saying they don't want to pay $55 for, you know, what amounts to a reproduction cartridge. You know, although I would make the counter argument that this is an officially licensed product. But my point is just that it's nice to have options. You know, it's never a bad thing to have more options available to you. So if you're somebody that only wants to play original cartridges, you should do that. If you're someone that likes playing ROMs and are perfectly happy, then you should do that. And if you're somebody who thinks it's neat that companies are re-releasing these old games, then you should go buy one. There's no right or wrong way to do it, and that's my only point. I'm planning on uploading this video on Thanksgiving, so I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving. That'll do it for this episode of Classic Gaming Quarterly. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.